Hey guys, Tim here. Thought I would do something a little different. Gonna be a book unboxing. I say book, it's not really a novel. Don't really know what you would consider these books. Maybe one kind of like a gag gift and the other self-help in a way, maybe. And since it's only like two items and it shouldn't be a pretty short video, I thought I would go over like some of the electronics that I've bought over like the last year. Um, and explain, I guess, a little on why there's not been as much anime and manga unboxings, and this is going to be one of the reasons why. And show off some of the other books that I've bought over the last year or so and have been reading on. So I thought it'd be a little cool to show a little bit of a different side other than just anime and manga, since that's basically all I talk about on here. First thing we're going to open is this one. I actually already opened it because as soon as it came in, I was like, I got to take a picture of this and send it to my friend because we're both fans of this guy. We're going to have a theme here. I'm actually going to show off another book, but it's actually going to be like, well, I guess the theme of these books is going to be YouTubers and social media people, because I don't think Robert Frank is really on YouTube. I definitely have seen his clips on there, but I mostly just see him on Instagram. So, yeah, let's open this. Robert Frank's first book, maybe his first book. Pretty sure it's his first book. If you wouldn't even want to call it a book, it's pretty short. Looking forward to reading it because one of my goals for the year is to read 52 books this year, a book and or manga for every week of the year, and I am so behind on that right now. Hopefully on spring break from college I can just grind on like reading for like at least get 3 or 4 days of reading in. But how many pages is this? That's the epilogue. About 170 pages plus some extra pages. But anyway, it's Robert Frank, Better Be Effin' Swole. This is basically a gag thing. Each page is basically just a quote, and he has these on like his Instagram videos where he'll like, on Saturday we do chest, and then he'll have a quote, like a funny quote after that, and on Friday we do arms and stuff like that. That's basically all this is. It's not really a book, but I'm totally going to count it as one for my reading goal for the year, since yeah, it's going to be very difficult for me to read 52 books this year with going to Japan 2 to 3 times, having 2 jobs, and attending college full time while doing spring, summer, and fall semesters this year. So, yeah. But anyway, this is really cool. I'm always a fan of like supporting, like I've always supported like YouTubers and like independent people, like I guess, what would it be, physical media endeavors, um, like buying, what is it, AVG and DVDs all the way back from like 2010 and 2011, buying Pat the NES Punk DVDs from back then, buying the Rona Project, which was a OEL manga from like way back during the beginning times of YouTube. There's like one of the first ones that actually published it. Unfortunately, the artist died for that right after like volume 1 got finished, so it never continued on. Then there was the Briman 47. That was another OEL mangaka group on YouTube way back in the day. And I actually bought their like bookmarks, have their bookmarks. And there's just been various other like creators online that I've supported over the years through things like that. I've also done like Indiegogo things and Kickstarter things. I believe I did some of those for unboxings on here. Tentacle Grape Soda, Skullgirls, something Tentacles. It was like a card game, and I never got that, so I don't guess they ever made those. Allegedly they made them, and some people got them, some people didn't, and I never got my perk for supporting that. But anyway, next up we have How to Win at Chess by Gotham Chess, Levi Rosman. Something that you guys probably don't know is I'm actually pretty big on watching chess on YouTube. For some reason, I watch Hikaru Nakamura, Magnus Carlsen, and of course Gotham Chess. Mostly Hikaru and Gotham Chess. They're the most entertaining ones to watch for me, and I just want mostly just background noise. Like I'll put it on if I'm playing a video game or if I'm working out, I'll just put on their videos. Since a lot of their videos are like 20 to 30 minutes, it's good to put them on for like background noise. And I actually do enjoy playing chess. I'm not going to say that I'm great at it or anything. I haven't really studied it a whole lot. I'm very basic at playing. Like I know how to play, but as far as being good at it, I am not very good. I believe my, what is it, OEL, whatever it is, ELO, yeah. I believe my ELO score on chess.com, it's been probably about a year since I've played. I believe I was like between 6 and 800 is where I was hanging out at. My goal is always to get to 1,000, and I haven't done that yet. I do want to get to 1,000 ELO at some point though. But anyway, I bought his book. I was not expecting it to be hardback. I'm not a huge fan of hardbacks, though I am coming around to them. And I do want to buy some of my other books in hardback. Haven't read it yet. Clearly, just got it. This one was actually like open whenever I got it. UPS delivered it, and I was like, oh wow, the box is open. I don't know if it just wasn't sealed well, but I did not have to peel this up like you usually do to open an Amazon package. I don't know if the glue was messed up or if someone actually opened it, but at least my package was in it. I don't think the receipt and paper that's usually in Amazon packages, I don't think that was in it, so I guess that got lost at some point. But at least I still got the book, and the book is not destroyed like some packages have been. But anyway, those are the two things that I got. Guess we'll finish off the books. We'll keep that theme going for now. Let's knock these out. These are three that I've been kind of reading off and on for a bit now. Bobby Fischer Teaches Chess. This is the first chess book that I bought. I actually restarted it. I haven't started reading it again. Like I was almost halfway through it, because you read half of it and then you flip it upside down and you read it the other way, and that's how you read the rest of it. And I was almost all the way through like the first portion of the book, and I put it down for like 8 months, and I basically was like, yeah, it doesn't take long to read. A lot of it is just chess questions, like where would you move, how would these pieces move in order to win, and put in check and stuff like that. So it won't take too long to catch up. I'm gonna restart that one for the year. Rich Dad Poor Dad. This is one that I've been slowly reading on. I wanted to get into more finance books, and this is one of them. Don't believe I brought any of the other ones down, any of the other finance books. I also have like The Psychology of Money, but I haven't started that one. This is going to be like the first finance book that I'm going to start reading. Next up, we have Deep Work. It's coming up on a third to a halfway on this one. Probably going to restart this one. I've forgotten most of it. Need to get the rest of like Cal Newport's books. But I really like this, what it teaches in it, as far as it teaches you that it doesn't matter it's not so important how long you study or you work on something. It's more important how deep you can get into the work. Like if you get into deep work for like an hour, it's more productive than like 4 hours of shallow work. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Next up we have Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights. I was reading on this about a fourth of the way through, but I'm probably going to just restart it. I have Mimikyu as a bookmark on this one. But yeah, I bought this one last fall, and I got busy with college and was not able to finish it, so I'll probably restart that one from the beginning as well. Next up is one that I actually haven't started yet, but I brought it down to keep with the YouTube theme, and it is A Movie Making Nerd by James Rolfe, AVGN, his book. I've heard that it's not a particularly good read, because a lot of it doesn't pertain to like his AVGN stuff. Most of the book is actually his like younger life and college life and stuff, which that is kind of interesting to me. I always watch with the AVGN stuff, all my home videos I have of his, like I watch all of the behind the scenes stuff, all the extra footage, all the outtakes. I watch all that stuff because I find it very interesting, and it definitely very heavily influenced a lot of my early YouTube videos, like back whenever I actually put effort into YouTube videos from like 2010 to like 2012 through maybe 13. That's whenever I was like peak going as hard as I could on YouTube trying to make actual good videos. And ever since then, haven't really put any effort. But watching a lot of his behind the scenes stuff definitely influenced a lot of my content on my channel, and trying to make it as good as I could. Let's finish off this last stack. I actually started reading some manga again. That's very surprising. I'm almost finished with volume 49 of Naruto. I decided to start reading the box set number 3. How many of those do I have? I think I'm missing 1 and 2. I need to buy those. But I've never read like the Ninja War arc all the way through. I actually stopped reading it partway through because it got so boring and so slow that I was like, all right, I'm going to drop it. I'll come back to Naruto. This was back in like 2013, 2014, because didn't Naruto end in like 2015? It was a little bit before it ended that I just stopped reading it because it got so boring to me. And I was like, all right, whenever it ends, that's when I'll go back and I'll finally read it. And I'm working on that now. See if it is any better whenever I can read it all in one go instead of reading it weekly. But I am enjoying it, but I'm not to the part to where I dropped it yet either. I have read up through all that. Next up we have the N5 100 Essential Vocabulary for the JLPT N5. I'm wanting to reread through this just to solidify and make sure I know it all before I move on to the N4 book, because I also have the Hajimete no Nihongo something and Shike, whatever it is. I do have the N4 version of this book with like 1500, and I do want to start working on that as I'm working through my N4 sentence deck on Anki. But it shouldn't take long to read this. I should be able to blast through it in maybe like a day or two. But it's going to count from one of my books because I need some fast books to read. I am behind. I also started rereading Yotsubato, Volume 1. I've read through this probably 2 or 3 times before, and it's been a while since I've read it, so I wanted to go back and read it again, because every time I read it I like to gauge if I know anything else new, and this time that I'm rereading it through, I'm delighted to know that I am making Japanese progress because I am able to understand quite a bit more of it. Whenever I read Japanese manga, I don't usually look up anything on like vocab or grammar or anything. I just read it through, and what I understand I do, what I don't, I don't. Next up we have Can't Hurt Me. I'm working on my second read through of this. An amazing book, super inspirational, highly recommend. Definitely one of the things that kicked off my self-improvement journey and got me going down the right track in life. And eventually whenever I'm in Japan living, I can look back and be like, this is one of the books that made me get there eventually. Looking forward to finishing that for the second time. Let's get on to electronics. We have quite a few of those. This is going to be one of the reasons I haven't bought as much anime and manga through last year and into this year, because I've been spending a lot of money on electronics and on Japan trips. Because my Japan trip, I was only supposed to spend like between $3,500 and $4,000, but I ended up spending probably over $4,500 on that trip. I spent a lot more than what I was expecting, but it was like the whole time I was there was just go, go, go. I didn't stay in any area for too long. I was just doing as much as I possibly could. I went to all of like the Jump stores, I went to so many places, all the One Piece stores, Ikebukuro and Nagano Broadway, Ueno. I went to so many places so much, and I was just eating out all the time and just trying different food every place that I went. And instead of budgeting and trying to spend as little as I could, I was spending as much as I could. And whenever I got back, I was kind of broke, so yeah, I spent a lot of money on that. But anyway, a lot of money has gone on electronics, and you're going to see that. I don't really show these off, but I do actually enjoy buying electronics. For my Japan trip, I bought the GoPro, which is what I'm filming on now. The GoPro 10, of course, with the tripod. I believe I already showed this off, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. And the Media Mod set. But that was like over $500, I think, for all of that. Next up, I bought me some headphones, well, earbuds. I've never really had wireless earbuds. I've always just used the wired ones that come with your phones and stuff. And I've just never really been into headphones and earbuds and stuff until recently. So I bought these for work, and it's very loud where I work. You have to wear like ear protection and stuff where I work. And I bought these, and I'd have my volume cranked up all the way, and I still wouldn't be able to hear. So They was not very good. They was like $30, and I would not recommend them. Just put out more money for some actual things. And of course, some phone charger related stuff. I always have my iPad and my iPhone at my bed at night, and I already have multiple power outlets like the power taps, power cords, or whatever. With the multiple outlets, I have multiple of those throughout the house, and it's still not enough. So this helps me save up an outlet space on the power strips. Next up we have the PowerCore Select 2000. I forgot how much this was. It was probably like $70, $80, somewhere around there. I already have 2 battery banks, but I wanted to buy a new one because the ones that I have are from 2018, and they don't hold a charge as much. Like, they won't charge up all the way anymore, unfortunately. Like, they'll still charge your phone and stuff for like 2 or 3 times, but I want this to be able to charge multiple times because I was going to Japan, and you definitely need a battery bank whenever you're out and about. You don't want your phone to go dead and you not be able to use Google Maps or Apple Maps to get home or get back to the hotel. And plus, this has like the 2 high-speed charging ports, whereas my other one only has 1 port. So I went ahead and got another one of these. Pretty cool. So after those other headphones I did not like, I decided to put out some real money and get some Bose Quiet Comfort 2s. Highly recommend these. These are amazing. I believe the new model is out. I forget how much it was. I actually have the receipt here. Alright, it was $328.15 for these. So yeah, pretty expensive. I bought them in store, obviously. I probably could have got them a little cheaper online, but I still like to go in store and browse around a lot. But anyway, we got those. Those are for work. I used them on my Japan trip and really liked them. Next up, well, I'll go with these first because these are the ones that I got first, and I would recommend them instead. We have the SoundLink Flexes. I bought 2 of these. I still need to buy 2 to 3 more of these because to me it's more efficient to have one for like each room of the house instead of like carrying it from room to room. And I also need one for like the skater backpack and all that stuff. So it's just more efficient to have one for each room. That way I don't have to go from room to room and take it with me whenever I go and work out, or if I'm in my office, or if I'm in my bedroom or something. Because I almost always, whenever I'm not busy like studying, I always have like YouTube playing on speakers in the house. Even whenever it never happens, but whenever I used to make time for video games, I would listen to YouTube while I play video games and stuff. Next up, we have the SoundLink Micro. Do not get this. I do not recommend it. I'm not going to turn it like get a refund or anything because I might find a use for it, but it sounds a lot worse than the SoundLink Flex. I thought this might be ideal for like running on the treadmill. That way I could just use it in my workout room and keep it there all the time. But it doesn't get loud enough in this. Well, it does get loud, but the sound is just so much worse. It doesn't have the bass, and yeah, definitely do not recommend. Might be able to use it whenever you're out skating. It has the clip, that way you can put it on your side whenever you run and stuff, I guess. So that might be an option, but honestly, I would just use my earbuds whenever I'm running like 5Ks and stuff. Next up, we have these amazing things here. Finally broke down and bought these. This was on my list before even the earbuds for immersion and studying, but we got the Quiet Comfort 45 headphones. They actually have these on sale for $100 off, so instead of like $3.99, that was $2.99, or maybe it was like not $2.99, but it was $1.99. It was something like that, and I guess they're on sale because like the new ones are out, like the Ultra 45s or something, whatever they're called. They're the Ultra whatever, and they're the new headphones that are out. They got the new model out, so they put these on sale. And I guess before even that, they had like the 700s or whatever. And I don't think those was noise canceling. I think those was just headphones. Was going to get those originally, but I was like, I'm just going to hold off and save up for the 45 Quiet Comforts. And eventually these went on sale, so got them. Loving them so far. Amazing for being able to get my studying in and doing my Anki flashcards. Being able to listen really deeply, cancel out noise around me. Yeah, I pretty much just use it at my in my office whenever I'm doing studying or work or something. That's what I use those for. And the last electronic that I've gotten recently is the Surface Pro 7. Definitely not the newest model, but I got this for college because I wanted a small laptop slash tablet to be able to use at college, and because I didn't want to lug around like my MacBook or whatever Windows type I have. I have some type of Windows that I use for drawing, and it's pretty powerful, but it's just big, bulky, and heavy, and I just wanted something small and light, so I bought this for college. So yeah. Anyway, quite a few electronics. I don't think I really have anything else. So we got to talk about books and electronics, so, oh God, 20 minutes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I will see you in the next one. Later.